of one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlin Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlin Clark's like, what the hell?
Hold on. In the middle of the celebration, did the Fever coach just go WWE on Caitlin Clark? Yes. Video of her being forcibly prevented from having her moment has just leaked. Additionally, the internet is becoming less cohesive. Was it a tactic? Was it sabotage? Or was someone simply upset that they weren't invited to the dance? Fans are yelling that she did not just do that, so stay tuned. There are replays, receipts, and a ton of crazy energy in this one. Now, let's get started.
Has gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached that.
One moment, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, lighting up the court, energizing the crowd. And the next, her coach acts as the celebration police, forcibly dragging her back as if she had just attempted to jump a TSA checkpoint with an open water bottle. Caitlin's disbelief, pause, and what in the actual heck just happened? Attitude were all visible on her face. Not anguish, not rage, just the shocking knowledge that, in Indiana, even happiness now has limitations.
So look, I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlin Clark, and I fully believe they're trying to diminish, they're trying to dim the flame of Caitlin, and they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be, rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question about.
Furthermore, let's face it, this isn't an isolated incident. This is the pinnacle of a strange, uncomfortable, and increasingly annoying Sunday that has been developing since the day she was drafted. The woman can't even sneeze without someone in her social circle attempting to give her a micromanagement-laced tissue. You would assume that her achievement would grant her some autonomy, but it seems that committee clearance is required even for celebrations.
Now,
everybody online is talking about this play during one of the games where, as you're going to see, one of the coaches for the Indiana Fever just went and pretty much almost tackled Caitlin Clark for getting the crowd riled up. And I want to say that's this lady right here, Karima Christmas Kelly, one of the assistant coaches. And as you see right there, she just seemed to have went and grabbed the Caitlin Clark as Caitlin Clark was trying to get the team, the crowd amped up for a big time game.
This girl has been generating fan bases, selling out venues, and converting casual sports fans into ardent WNBA supporters. Nevertheless, she is being treated like an intern who became overly animated during a staff meeting by the same franchise that ought to be erecting statues of her. The boundary between sabotage and structure is very thin. Additionally, the coaching staff is breakdancing while wearing heels.
This clip getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, is completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questioned for them being fired. Back 3 on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlin Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlin. You want to see this play happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything too malicious in that. I don't know if there's anything too malicious. We don't know what's said. But like, You can't just grab.
The management is just as unimpressive. It's as if they happened upon a generational star and gave her a to-do list that said things like, dim your personality, share the spotlight with people who can't hit a layup, and never make us look like we're in control. Caitlin Clark was brought in for more than just her ability to shoot threes. She was called in to alter the course of events. Nevertheless, she appears to encounter mild opposition to every action she does. If her minutes aren't inexplicably restricted, then her teammates' allergic reactions to ball movement are the cause. And suddenly, in the middle of the celebration, a coach practically grabbed her as if she were a misbehaving toddler at Disneyland. Come on, there was more than a misunderstanding. That really killed the ambience. Additionally, recall since college, this girl has been enthralling audiences. She has a thing for it. It functions. It gives passion, vigor, and momentum. The hospital staff appears to prefer that she rejoice quietly in a dark room with a librarian applauding softly in the background rather than leaning into it. You would assume that she disregarded etiquette. No, she was shattering ratings records, but obviously that wasn't enough for this coaching staff, who appear to be more concerned with appearances than real basketball victories.
That is transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlin Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard team.
Let's not pretend that this is about teamwork, discipline, or whatever catchphrase is being used. This is about control, about a coaching and management team that appears to be more scared than motivated by Clark's gravity. That IT makes me feel insecure. It's being ill-prepared. It's providing, we weren't ready for someone this big, so now we're going to shrink her down to size. It's strange. Tone deaf, that is. And to be honest, you can see it on her face today, which makes it somewhat depressing. There's a glimmer of disbelief, a wordless scream beneath the surface, when she's benched, pulled too early, or when her teammates act like she doesn't exist on the wing. She is a professional, a competitor, and a gamer, yet she is human, too. She is becoming weary of the strange vibe emanating from the bench. The happiness is still there, but it is less intense. The glimmer is still there, but it's winking. Someone will eventually question, why stay? When what's actually taking place is a gradual, agonizing rejection of everything that makes Caitlin Clark Caitlin Clark. Why keep acting as though this is a year of growth?
Last season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity. As a rookie, merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever, the valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Steph Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be $1 billion athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, oh, this is time.
The more time passes, the more evident this becomes. So let's not even begin discussing the larger agenda. Many powerful individuals are unsure of how to handle a white woman who defies convention in the WNBA. She doesn't fit the typical story. She is not engaging in political activity. She is not inclined to engage in identity conflicts. Her only goals are to win, hoop, and excite the crowd. Because of this, she poses a challenge to those who value well-chosen underdog tales. Additionally, it's beginning to seem like she's being punished for becoming too successful too soon. The problem is that fans are not foolish. They observe it. They can hear the strain. They examined the body language. They're seeing how she is iced out between plays, how she looks when she is removed after heating up, and how she made the now famous coach grab as if she had just attempted to storm Area 51. They also don't accept the justifications. Not anymore. Caitlin Clark is not the issue. The individuals who are unable to deal with Caitlin Clark are the issue. She has consistently been the fire starter, motivated, focused, and unwavering. Although she has drawn more attention to this league in recent months than others have in years, it appears that her out, to put it bluntly, the organization is treating her like a public relations burden rather than the gold mine that she is. Consider the meetings for marketing. Let's control our most well-liked player, everyone. Perhaps prevent her from being amazing. Excellent strategy.
Clark has been knocked on her ass. She's been knocked on her ass. She's been cheap-shotted. She's been poked in the eye. Everything. They have beat the Connecticut Sun. This is a month ago nearly. The Connecticut Sun beat the crap out of her. Absolutely beat the crap out of each other. But
there's only so much strange energy sabotage and career throttling a person can take before they decide they've had enough. So don't be shocked if one day Clark walks in, looks around, and says, "Nope, I'm good." This is if the Fever continues to push in this route. And half the league will be ready for her with open arms and improved coaching as soon as she does. This goes beyond a simple coaching error. It's a masterclass in generational talent mishandling. From the beginning, she has had challenges. Nike postponed her shoe as if it were an unfunded Kickstarter campaign. The league has taken a while to shield her from public criticism and cheap shots. Moreover, even her own team now appears to be more concerned with silencing her than releasing her. And that celebratory grip was more than just a physical one. It was a metaphor for everything she had gone through since taking on the role of league spokesperson. Fans are, therefore, irritated. Both physically and figuratively, they are witnessing their favorite athlete being restrained. Additionally, they are fed up with being encouraged to have faith in the process when it appears to be so flawed. Building a brand around a generational star and then pretending to be her summer camp babysitter is not an option. Already enough.
Body had put on there, has this coach been reprimanded, suspended, fired? This is really terrible behavior. What is happening behind the scenes? If the WNBA wants to do an investigation, they might want to look into the Fever staff treatment of Caitlin Clark. And you see right here, women are equal, correct? We all know the story. This would be if there were a male coach, why the double standard? Fire her. Coach's posture is interesting. I remember seeing it live and thought it was weird.
They run the risk of losing the very force that initially made them significant, or the Fever gets it together. Because not only Indiana will be affected if Caitlin Clark ultimately decides she's had enough. The WNBA as a whole will witness the greatest thing that has ever happened to their league leave the foolishness behind and never look back. It feels like the Fever are teaching a masterclass on how to lose a superstar in 30 days right now. If this were a romantic comedy, Kelly Clarkson would play a dramatic role in the background while Caitlin Clark packs her luggage. Every crowd-hyping gesture, every electrifying moment, and every three promoters used to exude a confidence that is now flickering. This isn't about rookie anxiety or a shooting slump. For the one person that restored millions of people's enjoyment of basketball, this team is intentionally taking away that enjoyment. It's like witnessing a unicorn gradually transform into a mule because glitter was deemed too distracting by someone in higher management.
No one is giving you a chance, and it's not fun no more. Angel Reese fans no longer making it fun. They've been very draining and exhausting. The Caitlin Clark haters is no longer making it fun. They draining and exhausting. Your fans. Some of the CC fans are no longer making it fun. They are draining and exhausting. No one, not one, is giving you the opportunity in your era to grow, for you to get better. Everyone has high expectations of you because of what you did your first year.
Additionally, it is insane from a business perspective. There isn't a single formula, algorithm, or PowerPoint presentation that can defend suppressing Caitlin Clark. She is more than a mere athlete. She has a jump shot, is a brand, a media magnet, and a revenue generator. But now their clipboard is being held by the Fever. Perhaps if we apply a bit more pressure, she will eventually cease grinning completely. Geniuses, mission done. Since Caitlin Clark hasn't truly smiled in weeks, let's face it. And who is to blame? She was thrown into a dysfunctional locker room, given a coach who considers her like a liability, and surrounded by teammates who act as though passing to her cancels their warranty. Every game has the impression of a group assignment in which the best student is evaluated based on the poor performance of others. Additionally, she gets scolded, benched, grabbed, or iced out anytime she tries to display a hint of individuality. It's an obvious message. Caitlin, turn it down. Be less.
Clark getting basically wrecked. This is one of the worst decisions that I have ever seen any league engage in. Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw for a team sport in my life relative to the audience that would be fans of the sport without her. Bigger than Michael Jordan was for the NBA, bigger than any NFL star has ever been. All of those sports were very popular before those athletes got there. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. Every game she is dropping golden eggs, and they are trying to strangle the golden goose to death. It's one of the dumbest things.
That a league pleading for attention would permit this to occur is absurd. When the WNBA finally gets their ratings queen, they give her a script titled How to Conform and Alienate Fans in 10 Easy Steps rather than a red carpet. She's being attacked for every feeling, pulled apart for every expression, and made to share a limelight that her charisma and talent created even the most steadfast athletes start to falter when the atmosphere is this hostile. Not only is Caitlin managing defense on the court, but she is also avoiding strange politics, covert animosities, and backstage rumor campaigns that appear to be intended to destroy her before she has even reached her full potential. Let's also discuss trading. Perhaps it's time for a cordial breakup if this is how the Fever handles their franchise savior. She is not flawless, and one is. She's taken dubious shots, made rookie mistakes, and yes, she's bold. But that's what made her unbeatable in college. That fire, that edge, that atmosphere of no regrets. It is obvious that the Fever does not desire it. Let her go, then release her. Send her to a team that doesn't try to stifle her with mediocrity and micromanagement and truly recognizes what a once-in-a-generation player looks like.
Now, I said this yesterday. I'm all for the veteran players. But at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlin's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? Number 1 draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs? Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlin we seen in Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in a month.
Because this is the problem. Caitlin Clark cannot be changed without shattering her. You can't make her wait for your turn box, show respect for your elders, and still expect fireworks. She wasn't meant to fit in. She was meant to lead. She was made to shoot from the logo and light up the scoreboard, not to cautiously avoid delicate egos that prioritize effort points over victories. Attempting to transform her into a subdued, altered version of herself is not only foolish, but also costly. Every poor pass she has to watch fly over her head is a marketing opportunity that is being lost in real time. She had just finished breaking records in college, overflowing with self-assurance, and has greater momentum than the league as a whole. She now appears to be questioning if she left the stove on in Iowa. Furthermore, this isn't about adjusting to the professional level or going through growing pains. It concerns an ecology that won't change quickly enough to accept someone who is greater than its antiquated norms. The league and the Fever were never prepared for success in the first place if they are afraid that Caitlin Clark will be too much.
Caitlin Clark, this is for Caitlin. If you're not Caitlin, keep it pushing. Okay, this is for Caitlin only. Caitlin, what I'm about to tell you as a supporter of yours, as a fan of yours that has been watching you since Iowa, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. The WNBA, it's time to wrap that shit up. Okay, it's time to go. Pack your shit up. Let's go. I don't want this for you no more. Okay, I've been here. I don't want this for you no more. It's too much expectation. It's all about race. It's too biased. Everybody just.
The fact that all of this was avoidable is perplexing. Leaning in was all that was required. That Eve the ball to her. Give her the liberty. allow her to be the object of their purported celebration. Instead, she has only experienced pushback, suspicious rotations, passive-aggressive coaching, an odd inability to play to her strengths, and now this crazy attempt to drain her spirit in plain daylight. Here's the twist, though. She's not out, even though Clark may be down. Fever WNBA, everyone acting as though this is merely a learning curve for rookies. Get up. There aren't many stars like this. Additionally, they become inaccessible when you treat them like interchangeable parts. Another team, aware that Caitlin Clark doesn't require Indiana, is silently freeing cap space while watching this train accident develop somewhere. However, Indiana immediately returns to being simply another unmemorable name on the schedule without her. Before she pulls the plug and steals the league's attention, let her go.